What is going on, people, and welcome back to a brand new video. It is 2026 and I am opening a whole box of Pokemon cards here. A whole box that contains 3 ETB, that's the right word, right? Boxes of Pokemon cards. We've got Black Bolt, Destined Rivals and Journey Together. 3 boxes full of Pokemon cards. Now, I'm not one for the boxes. They might grow on me personally. They might grow on me. I've bought them because I've not owned them before. I think they kind of look cool on the shelf, but in reality, I wouldn't go out of my way in getting them. They're not my preference. They do come with these really cool booklets, which show you all the cards that are in the set. Again, not needed. I have it on my phone, and it comes with dice. It comes with tokens. It comes with a few goodies inside the box. Again, I have no interest in that. What I want are the packs, the loose cards that are inside each of these 3 boxes. And each box gets slightly better. So the first set is very much common cards, trainer cards and energy cards. And then we move on to some reverse holos and holos. And in the final set, we move on to some full art cards. So yeah, there is quite a lot to go through here. It will be a fairly long video. I'm not quite sure how long this video is going to be, and there's a lot of cards to go through, so I think there's just over 800 cards here. These are from Journey Together. I will try to put these in a order in my head when I'm reading these out, but as you can see, lots of energy cards. And then these are Journey Together as well. So these are all common cards. These are all non-holo cards. They've cost me a penny a card. The energy cards are basically freebies. You get 4 for a penny in value. But yeah, basically all of these cards here, 1 pence each. And there's a lot of them. 800 cards in total. You get a little bit more for holos. You get a little bit more for EX cards, and you get a little bit more for the full art cards. So there is a bit of value here. Like I said, it cost me £30 for the whole bundle, including postage. And as you can see, there is a lot to go through. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible because I know the next 2 boxes have more cards in, and I know that 800 cards will take a while to go through. I also know that this is going to be a very long video. I am trying to, a little bit more in 2026 at least, push Pokemon cards on this channel. So if you do like Pokemon, it's probably going to get pushed on a little bit more than last year. I guess you kind of saw that at the end of 2025. These are, we've moved on to Phantasmal Flame cards. I forgot to mention that. There you go, Phantasmal Flames. I have a folder for each set from the last, what was it, Sword and Shield? No, I get so confused with what set they're on now. But I've got basically a folder for each set. Scarlet and Violet, there you go, begins with S. I've got a folder for each of them from Scarlet and Violet era, Obsidian Flame. My mind's gone blank with thinking of the other sets, but yeah, basically there's a folder for each of them. There's a folder for Mega Evolution, and there's a folder for Phantasmal Flames. Phantasmal Flames is a set that I am very close to completing now, thanks to a little order that got delivered through Vinted, and this little bundle, 800 cards. This one from Facebook, I've basically completed all the commons. I've completed, give or take 1 or 2. I'm missing 1 EX card, and then I'm missing all of the full art cards, including the 2 Charizard cards. So they're probably going to be the 2 I get stuck on with Phantasmal Flames. I've opened way too many packets, and I've got way too many doubles, but the folder is getting there. Mega Evolution, I was pushing so hard to do the same on that, and I've not been able to find any of them. It's really hard to get Mega Evolution cards, so I'm hopefully they'll come back out a little bit. They're the first set, they might reappear in time. But yeah, moving on to the next box is this Destined Rival box. And again, comes with a little booklet there. and as you'll see, there is a few more cards than it was prior. There's almost 2 stacks worth here, so yeah, there is definitely a good selection of cards. So these are again all Phantasmal Flames. There is a lot of Phantasmal Flames in this set of cards that I've bought today. You can tell that the guy that I bought from clearly did the same thing as I, because it feels very much the same kind of size quantity of doubles that I had. But like I said, the aim for this year, the build up for this year at least, I'm going to try and complete the folders. So I'll keep buying little bundles on Facebook, make little videos on YouTube, little videos full stop, and then maybe do an update video of a folder or a different folder as a short, or I don't know. I'll do some sort of content regarding what I've actually got on top of what I actually buy. I have no idea what to do with bulk at the moment. I've got 2, give or take 2 or 3 tins worth of Phantasmal Flames as doubles now, and I'm going to guess it's at least 3 tins now with all of these. That is a reverse holo mixed in with the normal cards, because obviously dark type Pokemon, it is very hard to work out the difference if they are, because there's a lack of shine, I guess. But yeah, I'm probably got 3 boxes worth, or 3 tins worth of doubles from Phantasmal alone. I could sell them on the cheap like I buy them. I could sit around and sell them on Vinted. There are people selling cards at like 30 pence each. Or I could sit on them and do something down the line in the way of like the mystery packs that people do, or something. But at the moment, my pure focus is trying to complete the folders as much as possible. The bulk, well, they're going in tins at the moment. But yeah, it's getting there, right? If you want to see more of this kind of Pokemon stuff, then please sub if you haven't. I'm getting very close to 700 subs. Hit the like button, leave a little comment. If you've got some sort of interest in Pokemon cards and you're, I'm going to guess, nearly 10 minutes into this video at this point, I'd probably recommend like leaving some feedback in the comment section about how I should be at least trying to do Pokemon on YouTube. Obviously, there are hundreds of Pokemon channels on YouTube. I'm definitely jumping on a bandwagon here. Being brought up in the 90s, I grew up with the Game Boy games. If you go back on this channel a good 10 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it was, I had all the box Game Boy games on my shelf. If you go back 7 years ago, I used to do pack openings, and not anything special, but I used to do pack openings 7 years ago when, 7, 8 years ago, when it wasn't as big of a thing, when that bubble didn't appear. There's a I don't know where to put that card. I'll leave it there. No one look at it, but you can see there's a full art there. But yeah, as you can tell, we're getting closer to the fancier cards at least. After this video, I will be doing a short in a day or two time after this, which will be a few cards from this set going into my binder. And then after that, I have one more video probably planned for the week following, which is a Vinted bundle that cost me £7, and it comes with a few cards that I need for the Phantasmal Flame. But again, that's a bit of a spoiler. We have a ton of grass type Pokemon here from Phantasmal Flame. I'm learning how to say that damn word. I keep saying it weird. But yeah, you've got a mixture of steel type and normal type cards, regular cards, common cards. Like I said, nearer the end of this video, you'll probably see a few more holos, a few more EX cards, and a few more full art cards. But at the moment, it's very much bulk of the common stuff. The things that have cost me a penny each. I thought that was a reverse holo there. It plays tricks on your mind when you're looking at cards for hours on end. But yeah, like I said, I'm buying bulk at the moment off of Facebook at a penny each per common. It works out to be about 4 pence each per reverse holo. EX cards are about 50p each, and then full art cards vary a little bit more. I want to try and get some of the sets as complete as possible. Phantasmal Flame is probably the nearest I have to a complete set, but I know I'm going to get stuck with them two Charizards because they are very expensive cards. I may look at a cheaper set because some of the sets, the most expensive card is a £30-40 card. I might be able to tolerate spending 40 quid on a card if it's the most expensive and it completes a set. But I'm such a cheap person, spending massive money on a piece of paper is scary. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy situation looking at Pokemon cards. Something I did as a kid, something I did as a teenager, something I did in my 20s. I'm now in my 30s, and I'm collecting Pokemon cards probably more than I have ever done before. Like I said, prior to this, I did used to upload a video. I think it used to be like every Friday, Pokemon Fridays or something like that, where I opened a packet of Pokemon cards or a couple packets of Pokemon cards for a video. It was just cheap and cheerful stuff that I was able to get from Smith's on a discount because there wasn't this mad bubble of everything has to sell at a stupid price. Like I said, Mega Evolution, when it first came out, I was lucky. I got a few packs of cards from it, but none of the shops had any more after that. Phantasmal Flames come out. I managed to clear out the local Premier Sweet shops. I managed to get a few of them out of the co-op shop on the high street, and then that's been about it. I don't do Amazon, so I've not been very lucky with buying online. The Pokemon Center I've never had any luck with. I always end up getting like logged out, or not logged out, but it crashes. So yeah, doing it this way, I get my Pokemon fix, and look at this pretty card, Dunsparce EX. We've got another EX card there without a sleeve. These will be put in sleeves at the end. I will make sure I do that. Clefairy, and then these are more trainer cards from SSP, which is that Surging Sparks? I think it's Surging Sparks. I could be wrong there. Might be wrong there. I think I'm right. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, these are not Journey Together, and they are not Destined Rivals. So or Phantasmal Flames. These are a different set. So yeah, different bundle altogether. We've got a load of water type Pokemon, and I'm going to end up having to almost rush this video at this point because I've got 10% flashing up on my phone as battery. That is a cool card. That's the Handsome Brothers, or what are they called? The Mbop Brothers. We've got a load of are they ground type or rock type? I can never remember. It's rock, isn't it? Grass type, psychic type. Still baffles me. There's no fairy type cards. And then energy cards. Loads of energy cards to end that pile. And yeah, we've got 2 out of the 3 boxes now basically done. Only 1 box to go. 1 box to go. I'm going to put these into sleeves before we move on to the last box. The last box, as I said, is the box that has the better quality cards in it. And like I said before, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, sub to the channel, help this channel grow to 700 subs. There will be a video coming out soon as a short showing a few cards being added to the folder from this bundle. And then there will be another Pokemon video coming out next week from a Vinted bundle. And I will be trying to keep regular Pokemon content. I kind of want to do like a mini series based on like facts or little like short videos, like Bulbasaur being, off the top of my head, this is really random fact, but I'm pretty sure Bulbasaur is roughly like 0.7 of a meter tall. He's about 70 centimeters tall, which is like 2'4" or something like that. So that's the kind of like, you don't need to know that information, but I think it's quite a fun thing to know. I don't know. It's just how my brain works. I like knowing silly facts. And I won't just talk about Bulbasaur for like a month. It'll just be like one random video and go from there. But yeah, we're moving on to the cards here. They are. I really hate it when people mix the cards up like this. I had it last year where someone sent me a box of cards and they were upside down, back to front, and all sorts, and it was a pain in the arse to go through. It was a pain in the arse because they were all different sets and having to mix. Oh, it was such a headache to deal with. But these are all psychic types that they all look like they're from Phantasmal Flame. I'm pretty sure these are all Phantasmal Flame cards. And there are quite a lot of doubles here. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm close to a second complete set of like the base cards, ignoring like the full art cards. This really does look like almost a full set of Phantasmal Flames, give or take a few cards, which I may have myself in my spares. But that could be potentially quite a cool video to see if I can get a double set. Not the full arts, not the EX cards, but like the full set prior. Other than that, just to see what I've got. I don't know where I'll put them there on the big pile. But yeah, we are getting very close to maybe the end of this video. I guess this is the point where we're going to go through the last like lot of cards. We're going to go through the better quality cards, and then if you're still watching after what feels like 20 minutes at this point, I really do appreciate it if you have hit that like button. I won't mention it again. I might mention it at the end, but I would appreciate a bit of positive feedback on such a long video. But yeah, I want to do videos where it's like Gen 1, what's my starting 6? Because I think this is something like everyone has their 6 starters from Gen 1. But I also think it changes. So it's like, for me, I always pick Charmander. So for me, it'd be either Charmander or Charizard if you want to go down the attacking route of things. Because obviously Charmander isn't a very strong Pokemon in comparison. I don't know. The Mega things make it a bit more of a perk. Look at all of these hollows and reverse hollows. Look at them. Whoa, shininess. Pidgeotto, something like that would be cool. Arcanine. A Haunter, or again, if you want to go down the more powerful route, you go down Gengar, I guess. Pinsir, and then I need a water type. So do you go for Gyarados or do you go for a Lapras? Lapras is a cute Pokemon, and it also has some really good TCG cards. But yeah, I don't know. I could look at that next week and have a completely different team, minus probably Charmander. But Gen 2 is probably a bit of a fun one too, because I quite like a lot of them. Look at all of these hollows. Like I said, the reverse hollows and the hollows, they've cost me 4 pence each. So it's a little bit more than the common cards, but in reality, 4 pence a card. If you were buying a packet of Phantasmal, they're going to cost you £4-5 each now. You get like 10 common cards, so that's 10 pence. And then you get 3 reverse or hollows, so that's 4 pence each. So 4, 8, 12 on top of the 10p. A packet of cards that's cost someone £4 to £5 to buy. I've just bought it for 22 pence. Okay, I don't get the fun of randomly guessing what I'm going to get. And there's clearly no chance of me getting a Charizard, as I keep mentioning. There's no golden Charizard here. But it's a lot cheaper buying it bulk wise, and it is a way that a lot of resellers are doing it, listing it on Vinted and on Facebook and selling them for £1 a pack of like 11 cards, or a £5 for 50 cards, or whatever else. Makes them a few quid. Random packs, mystery packs, they work. It might be something I go down the route further down this year, but for now it is very much a as you can see, a collection, building the collection. These are all reverse hollows. These are all upside down. I think the next time I do a video where it's as big a bulk, I might actually like open them up first. I might put them into a bit of a better order, because this is really frustrating for me. It's probably going to be fairly frustrating for you too. And like I said earlier, this is very close to, if not a full set minus the EX and full art cards for Phantasmal Flame. There is a lot of cards here from one set. It might be something I do further down the line, looking at the doubles I have and seeing how close I am to a second base set. What do I do with that? I have no idea. I have no idea. It might be something to put onto Vinted itself. See if I can get a few quid for like a full set minus the full art cards. But I don't know if that would be a bulk sale at pennies each, or if there's an actual value to a base set without the full arts. Again, like I said, not got much knowledge on it at all. I'm just following the bandwagon on prices. We've got a load of electric types. Moving on to the grass types, like I said, these are not in order anywhere. That is one that I need. Annoyingly, I'm pretty sure that's one I've also bought from Vinted at 30 pence, and there are two in this bundle. That's really annoying. Vileplume, I have the hollow, but I don't have the reverse hollow, or the other way around. I can't remember. It's the one with the little white bit at the bottom. I don't have that one. So yeah, now I have it twice, plus the one that is being ordered, being delivered by Vinted. So yeah, that's a pain in the ass. Look at them; they are annoying. I thought that was another one. Then I thought it was free. And now we're going to be moving on to the last couple of cards here. We have a Mega EX card. And another Mega EX card from Mega Evolution. We've got a full art card, which I do not have. I think that's number 96 out of whatever it is on Phantasmal. We have another EX card. Well, two of the same. So we've got three of the same and two of the same there. That's a bit of a pain. And the final card is another full art card. And it's another one I don't have, which I believe, if that's 96, that's 97. Yeah, if you want to see more, please hit the like button, comment below, and well, if you're new to the channel, come back for some more Pokemon content in the near future. Bye for now.